I'm helping Jim get the camera set up. This is as close as I'm ever going to be to getting on NBC News. In this conclusion of my profile of Jim Long, he's setting up in Kennebunkport last weekend when President Bush was there.
Do you need any help, Jim? Rodney's up here.
Jim. Bill, when you put the last four digits, but it was halfway up and crackling. 5728, is it?
Where's your phone? I'll find it.
Things were a little hectic on the putting green of the Colony Hotel as Jim was setting up his shot with correspondent John Yang because they had lost power briefly just before this. John was covering the visit by French President Sarkozy to the Bush family at Walker's Point.
Hey, John, count to 10 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jim Long is a fascinating combination of old media and new media. He's a real professional in his work as a cameraman for NBC News, and he's also doing some exciting things in new media. I met him on Twitter, where he's New Media Jim. When he finished the shoot with John Yang, he showed some of the techniques he uses to make the shots that he takes really turn out well.
See how it goes from dark to light?
Yeah.
And look at the sky. It also does the same thing to the sky. So the sky turns into this like cobalt blue. And for added measure, see how that warms me up?
Yeah.
It's very flattering. This is called a warm soft effect. So
it's like you're a painter.
We show love to the correspondent. And on top of that, we have a skin detail. Circuitry inside this. This analog stops right here. Light comes in an analogous fashion. From here back, it's a computer. This is all a computer. That's all it is. There's an image block here, and then beyond that, it's all menus and chips, and it's amazing. And it's a disk drive instead of a. Hey, thank you very much.
One thing I was curious about is how does Jim do Twitters while he's shooting his camera for NBC?
I'm right-handed, and that's the hand I use to hold the camera with. And so I'm using my left-handed to do Twitters with either this device or my Motorola Q. So yeah, it's definitely multitasking.
I asked Jim what the biggest impact has been of all of the time that he spends on Twitter talking about his work.
So many people have said, wow, Jim, you really put a human face on NBC News. And that, to me, that's amazing, because I work with a lot of real human beings and really great, dedicated, warm, wonderful, hard-working professionals that I admire and look up to. And it's funny that I don't think people see that or know that or get that. People, I think, become jaded about the media. Well, at the end of the day, it's a lot of really hard-working people trying to get it right.
Hardworking or not, people like Jim in traditional media have to think ahead about what's coming. He's 41, he's got a family to support, so he's pretty boldly stepping out into new media, specifically through a startup called CraftyNation.com, which is a site for crafters of all descriptions. And here he talks about what's ahead for CraftyNation.com.
We have to build it out. We have to make the social networking tools better. We have to, we've got very, very talented, smart people who are interested in getting behind us on the public relations and advertising sales side. And the reason I teamed up with my business partner, Tony, is because she's very passionate about the topic, about the community. She loves the people in that community. She loves to scrapbook and she loves to bead. And that's genuine. She's never been on camera before in her life, but you would never know it because she's passionate about what she's talking about. And that's a real winner. And that's kind of our differentiator, is that we are able to create that kind of very compelling, engaging, inspiring video content that really celebrates every crafter, everybody in that space, and celebrates the wonderful panoply of creativity in that space. And that's a lot of fun. I mean, look, I don't scrapbook, I don't knit, but to see all of that visually, it's just a wonderful subject matter. And to see the community and see the very human stories that you can tell with that, it's great, it's fun. And it's a $30 billion industry. I think I need to, on the Crafty Nation side, I think I'm looking to team up with a CEO. I think I can be a founder and a president, but I think I need somebody to guide the ship, because we're getting to a point where we need to reach critical mass, and we need to get this thing out to market fast. And with the first beta iteration of CraftyNation.com, we've had, fortunately, our board of advisors consists of very good friends in the community who have signed on and said, well, you know, we love the video content. There's some things about the social networking side that need to be worked on to make them more functional, and that's been very useful and very helpful. So we got to make it a great place for crafters, and we're doing that, and we're excited about it, and it's really, I think we're going to hit it out of the park with this one.
Well, the excitement of being part of something new it's just got to be really energizing.
It is energizing, but more importantly, I think it's being part of something new only lasts so long. Being part of something that will grow and will become something viable, that's exciting, that's energizing. Knowing that you're onto something big.
You're creating something.
Yeah, that's exciting to me. Because new, that wears off, you know. Building something viable is going to be, is very, it's daunting, but it is energizing.
You might think the big news in Kennebunkport last weekend was President Sarkozy having hot dogs with the Bushes, but I think Jim Long's story is an example of what's going on with the metamorphosis of the media and his decision to take some control over his career by experimenting with new media. I found pretty inspiring. And he was a great guy, and I really enjoyed getting to know him in person and working on this profile.